Hi everybody, welcome to Mark and Tracy's Motorhome Adventures. As you can see, I'm on my own today. Tracy's actually at work, so I thought I would take the opportunity just to reflect on the Warren site in Folkestone, which is one of the 6 sites we visited on our 5-week tour of the South and South East. And if you had watched the previous vlog at Ferry Meadows, you would have heard me say that I purposely had not mentioned that site because I hadn't particularly enjoyed it, and I wanted to give myself a little bit of time to reflect on it and be a bit more objective about it. So the time's come, I think, just to talk a little about the Warren. So, the Warren, it is a camping and caravan site. However, caravans cannot use the site purely because of the approach road. Now, we all know, that people that go to these sites, that the roads in are always very narrow. And that is why the clubs employ a rule of out at 12, not in before. Because what that stops then is the crossover of vehicles each way. Now, I know sometimes people are late leaving or arrive early, but in the main that doesn't happen. Now, the Warren, the problem is compounded by the fact that it's a road about 1.2 miles long. It's very thin in places, and to get to the site you've got to go right to the bottom of this road, and it's right. In front of you the road ends, but there is a gate that goes through to the beach. So with a weekend, a Saturday and Sunday, you've got the traffic coming down, abiding by the timings, going in and out to the site, but there's loads of families that are going down to use the beach. Well, there's nowhere for them to park because it's double yellow lines all the way down. So where do they park? They park in the 6 or 7 passing places that there actually are. So when you're coming down in your motorhome, you meet something come back the other way, there is nowhere to go because these vehicles are not only parked in these passing places, they're actually nose out, tail out. And that's exactly what happened to Tracy and I when we visited the Warren. On the way down, last 300 metres, 4 vehicles coming up. Well, they had nowhere to go, and now 4 vehicles in tandem, so that would have been much more difficult for them. I knew 20, 30 metres to my rear, there was a very small turn in the road where there may have been the opportunity for these cars to pass. So, I can't use my mirrors because they're in the bushes basically. I've actually pulled them in at that time. So Tracy's been dispatched to the rear of the vehicle. She's watching me while I'm watching through the rear view mirror, reversing back, but still trying to negotiate around the back and front ends of these cars that are parked on the road itself. So for me, that's already ruined my day. What I would say, if you're going to go to the site, and I know there's lots of people maybe watching this now that have been there and absolutely had a fantastic time. My advice, don't go on a Saturday or Sunday because everybody's down there on the beach. Everywhere that you could possibly pass has got cars in it. So try and avoid it of the weekend. Again, the site is very much a 1 or 2 night stay because it's so close to the Eurotunnel or the ferry. Most people come, park up and go the next morning. So it's very much a sort of a transition area for people coming emptying their water, having a decent night's sleep, then disappearing the next morning. And it's also a linear site, so it's one straight road of about 400 to 500 metres long, and you just park left or right of that road all the way up. So the vehicles are quite close to each other. And because it's a site where people in and out all the time, come sort of 8 o'clock in the morning, people are leaving the site, so it's busy then, constant traffic up and down. And come 1300 hours in the afternoon, people are arriving all afternoon, so it's constant traffic up and down. So there's not much peace and quiet. In addition, over the weekend, not so much in the week, but the weekend, the beach itself. If you're a dog walker, and female in particular, you have to leave the site to walk down to the beach to walk the dogs, so that's what you're going to do. And that's really the only area that you can, because there's no real dog walking on site itself. You've got to go down a little path, it's pitch black, and on that beach of a night time, over the weekend, there were people camped in the bushes. There were people camped on the actual beach itself, and there were parties going on up to about 3 o'clock in the morning. That could be quite a scary thing for a female or someone not very confident having to walk their dog through there. It is absolutely teeming with people. So my advice would be, if you're going to go and use that site, try and avoid it over a weekend. The pluses were, the views were really, really good. The facilities were fine, the toilets were clean and tidy. There's not an Nelson as such, it's a hole in the ground which is the same point as a motorhome point, so you're just tipping your waste into the ground and washing it out there. And what I found, having such a big vehicle, there's one grey waste drain yeah, and it's difficult to get your vehicle in. You've either got to go in forward or backwards, turn yourself around, come in left and right. Because obviously on motorhomes, your grey waste could be on the left, it could be right, it could be the front, it could be the rear. So again, that's quite problematic when leaving. So really, guys, for me, it wasn't a site that I would return to. I didn't particularly enjoy the experience, but again, don't let me put you off. Please go and try the site, and I'll put some footage on here in a moment which will show that the site does look fairly pleasant and it's a nice site to visit, but try and avoid the weekend.
Such a lovely noise.
Right guys, that's it. I'm sorry that this vlog has been a little bit downbeat, but I think it's only fair that if I'm going to be reflecting on any sites that we've been to, that I am, yes, objective, but honest about the opinions that I give you. And as I said, for some of you, you will go there and absolutely love the site. And I spoke to people there that go back there regularly and enjoy it, but it just wasn't for me. So if you've enjoyed this vlog, please give us a like, please subscribe, and hit the notification button down here on the left if you want to be informed of any future vlogs that we post. Guys, thank you for watching. It's always appreciated. Take care.